Hello, welcome to the Soulprint Weekly Pick Your Crystal reading. This is for February 26th through March 4th. Okay, so today I have this lovely sort of very soft green. This is an amethyst, so we're going to call it purple. And this one we're going to call pink. Take a moment, see which one, two, or perhaps all three resonate with you. If you're looking for a private reading, in the drop box below is an email address, soulprint888@gmail.com. Just send me out a quick request and I'll send you the information you need. Alrighty, here we go. Let's start with this green. All right. So, interesting in that you are starting with the 10 of Pentacles. So let's remember that the Pentacles can be the 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles has to do with financial stability, family stability, property, inheritance, that kind of energy. Being followed by the King of Cups. And so this is somebody who is sort of compassionate, kind. You can see things from all perspectives. You've got the Five of Wands, which is sort of that bickering, low vibration, annoyance kind of energy card. And then you have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so this feels a little bit like perhaps there are some legal matters that you need to get resolved, or you need to, put some experts in place, or you are in charge perhaps of distributing, somebody's wealth, or that kind of energy. So when you're starting here, followed by that King of Cups, it really does feel like, even though you may feel you're in this sort of uphill challenge all by yourself, you're really, really not, because the King of Cups there, and that is the energy of somebody who is thoughtful and kind and compassionate and probably able to help you see that the squabbling and squawking that is going on is really, really not on a fundamental level very important. It's just people chattering because that's what they do. And then ultimately, this is going to work out the way it's supposed to. It's going to work out with that sense of, of triumph, and even sometimes triumph over things that are really, really hard. This talks to sort of a mental clarity. It talks to finding inner strength. And so this very much feels like this, for some reason, this Ten of Pentacles feels more like an obligation or responsibility. And the cards are simply reminding you that there is support there if you need it, and you can reach out. And you're being cautioned or advised to just sort of shut out some of the static and know that ultimately you're going to come through this exactly, where you should be. Okay. So there we go. That's that one. And let's look at the amethyst here. and see what it says. Okay, so you've got the Two of Wands, Judgment, the Ten of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Alrighty. So we're starting here with the Two of Wands, which is, sort of initial accomplishments. It can be about a partnership, bringing a partnership together. It can be that period of time where you're just at the beginning stages of something new. And there's sort of that sense of expectation, a little bit of fear, a little bit of the unknown. But whatever this represents to you, there's definitely an energy of, it feels like an exhale, right? Sort of as if you've been holding your breath, waiting for some information or some guidance or support, or maybe just specific timing. But it feels as if that's in place, and now there's almost like this, okay, I can breathe out now. I see where I'm going, I'm seeing what I'm doing, etc. I actually like the Judgment card here, followed by the Ten of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles, of course. Who wouldn't want to be followed by those two? But what I'm saying is, let's say, for example, you're looking at starting a business or going into a partnership with somebody. So there is that initial stage, okay? The Judgment can be a lot of things. It can be you, whatever the entity is, being judged. So perhaps, you are looking to sell or turn a hobby into, perhaps a little bit of a cottage industry. There's going to be a sense of judgment. It's not a harsh judgment at all. It is simply somebody looking at a product, a good, or service and saying, yes, I want this, I deem this worthy of my money, sort of thing. But what it does is it's leading to a time of truly emotional and financial stability and growth. So sort of that's one way these cards could play out. It could be that you are still waiting for a judgment. Perhaps this is a judgment, by the courts. Perhaps this is waiting for a sale to complete, or waiting for, some other information. But again, that wait followed by this sort of declarative statement, followed by that overwhelming sense of happiness and contentment and peace with the Ten of Cups, and that financial stability and security with the Nine of Pentacles. So whatever this represents for you, there's definitely a feeling of it being able to move forward successfully. And let's take a look at the pink here, shall we? Okay, the Eight of Swords, the Hangman, the Emperor, and the Fool. All right. So it feels in some ways that you have felt trapped by a situation, trapped by an obligation. There has just been a feeling of, I just can't walk away from this situation. I have a responsibility, or I made a commitment, or whatever the phraseology is. But that time of compromise, that time of almost like putting your life on hold in service of another, that energy of sort of being stuck is slowly going to become unstuck. There is the Emperor here. So the Emperor is wanting to offer you support, strategies. They want you to look at things from a different perspective. You know, they want you to start to find the ways to walk away from the worry and the anxiety and the stress. And so there can be solutions there, sometimes a person with fresh eyes, and ultimately the Fool, which is sort of that new beginning. I have to tell you, for the most part, when I'm looking at this energy, it really feels like some sort of an obligation or responsibility that you've had for a while, and for whatever reason, um, there's going to there's support coming to you by way of the emperor, and he's going to, or she is going to help you look at things far more strategically, put them in a far more organized way, so that you're able to actually um, honor the commitment if it is still ongoing, but recognize that you don't have to give it your whole life, that you can still have your own interests, your own passions, your own things that you want to follow. And ultimately, you're going to want to find that balance, because generally speaking, you know, we are happiest when all the aspects of our lives sort of fall into place, nicely. And this very much feels like it's time now for you to start finding the ways to make the space to start taking care of yourself, and to let other people into your life and help you out a little bit, and know that the sacrifices you have made have been duly noted, and that was something that you had wanted to accomplish. So there you have it, people. This is a nice one. I like this because it does ultimately talk about sort of recognizing that need for a new beginning, um, and I like the energy of sort of figuring it out, uh, on your own maybe. All right. So thank you very, very much for being here today. I very much appreciate it. Um, and as I said, if you're looking for a private reading, information is in the box below. All right. Until next week, have a really great week. We're heading into March. That's wonderful. And, spring has to be on the way. Okay, then. Until next week. Bye bye.